Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Here in this video, we are going to discuss some shorter ways or smarter ways of solving questions on profit and loss. Now always remember that profit and loss is simply the real life application of percentage theory. So the techniques that we discussed in the percentage video are also applicable in profit and loss. So let's take some example to understand better. So first the question says, a flower girl makes a profit of 45% by selling flowers at a certain price. If she charges rupee 1 more on each flower, she would gain 70%. Find the original price at which she sold the flower. Now, in this case, I can assume cost price as 100x and then selling price 1, selling price 2, and then I do it by in a traditional method, which will be a little lengthy. But what is the shortcut approach here? The shortcut approach will depend on similar to percentage. That means here I have to focus on relating profit percentage with absolute value. Now, what is that? So initially I sold at 45% profit. So my first sales price was at the rate of 45% profit. And my second sales price was at the rate of 70% profit. So what's the difference in profit percentage? Which is basically 25%. Now, and what is the exact difference? SP1 and SP2 exact difference is rupee 1. As the question says, rupee 1 more. So the absolute difference is rupee 1 and the percent difference is 25%. So I can equate these two. Now question is 25% of what? Now we know that the percentage profit is always calculated on cost price. Therefore, this 25% is basically on cost price. So we can say simply that 25% of cost price is equal to rupee 1. Therefore, 1/4 of cost price is rupee 1. Therefore, my cost price is simply rupees 4. Now, what is my original selling price? That's the question says original selling price is at the rate of 45%. So cost price is 4. The original selling price will be what? 4 plus 1 plus 45 by 100 or 4 into 1.45, which is 5.8. So this is my simple answer. So here we have equated profit percentage with absolute number. So that's the idea of this question. Next, if we take another example, which is very common in profit and loss subject, that is, a trader offers a discount of 15% on the marked price and still makes a profit of 36%. So by how much percent above the cost price should he mark his goods? ठीक है, so ये बहुत ही common question है that you will find in the profit and loss. ठीक है, so how to solve it? So there is a traditional way of solving that we have done in class or you will find everywhere. Now let me show you the faster way of solving. This is my cost price. ठीक है, अगर मैं ड्रॉ करके दिखाऊं, this is my cost price. From the cost price I get the marked price. Okay, so first I do some markup. So let's take I have done X% markup. Okay, this is a markup X%. On this marked price, I give discount of 15%. तो मुझे मिलता है यहाँ पे selling price. Finally, I got selling price. And overall, I made a profit of 36%. ठीक है? So as I said, percentage theory basically क्या है? The profit and loss is basically application of percentage. तो percentage में क्या होता है? Successive percentage change. We discussed this in the percentage video. Successive percentage change. तो यहाँ पे भी तो सेम ही है. मतलब पहले कॉस्ट प्राइस को X% ज्यादा किया, उसके बाद 15% डिक्रीज किया, तो तुम्हें मिलता है सेलिंग प्राइस. एंड व्हाट इज द ओवरऑल परसेंटेज चेंज? दैट इज बेसिकली 36%. So it is a basic case of successive percentage change. So what I can do, successive percentage change, we know it is if initially A% change, then B% change, then net change will be A plus B plus A by 100%. So you apply the same here. So net percentage change will be what? X plus X%, then 15% decrease, then A into B, that is X into minus 15 divided by 100%. And that should be equal to 36%. Right? तो फ्रॉम दिस इफ आई सॉल्व इट आई शैल इजिली गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स. तो क्या मिलेगा यहाँ पे? एक्स माइनस 15 माइनस 5 से कैंसिल करो तो 3, 5 से करो तो 20. सो माइनस 3x/20 इक्वल टू 36. So now what I can say? If I simplify, x minus 3x/20 equal to 36 plus 15, which is 51. फिर से सिंप्लीफाई करें तो 20x minus 3x, which is 17x/20 equal to 51. So 17 cancelled 3. So cross multiplying, I get x equal to 60%. That means, so by what, above how much cost price I have to mark up? It is simply 60%. So here I have converted the profit and loss into a direct percentage questions. Okay. So this will give me the answer quite faster. Now, we take the next example. Here it says, a man buys 3 articles at rupees 990 each. He sells the first at a loss of 20%, the second at a loss of 5%, and the third at a profit of 40%. Find his net gain or loss percentage. Now, this question we can do by our traditional method, because cost price is given, percentage profit or loss are given, so we can find the sales price, then total cost price, total sales price. So it will take around 5 to 6 minutes if you are good at calculations. तो इसका shortcut या faster, smarter way क्या हो सकता है? Now here what to be mentioned or to be noticed is that each article has same cost price. That's the main idea here. Each article has same cost price. If each article has same cost price, then the actual value of cost price is not important. So मैं जो भी मुझे ठीक लगता है, जो भी मेरा comfortable लगता है, ऐसा कोई number I can assume and work it out. So मैं कुछ भी number ले लेता हूँ and I can work it out. Okay. So let's take each one is cost price is 100. So what will happen to the first case? The first case loss is 20%. That means minus 20%. Second one loss is 5%. So I write it. So effectively it is minus 5%. And the third one profit is 40%. So 40% means positive 40%. So what's the net result? So net result is to minus profit. Loss means negative profit. So minus 20% profit, minus 5% profit, and then 40% profit, which means overall it is 15% profit. So net result is plus 15% profit, but 15% profit on 3 items. So what will the average profit? Average profit on 3 items. So simply average profit or the net profit will be 15% upon 3, which is 5%. So net profit will be 5%. That's all. It's a one-step solution. This is true, or this process is applicable only because the cost prices of each items is same. Okay. Now, let's take another pattern of question which is very common. That is concept of dishonest businessman, which is very common. So let's understand how to make this type of questions in a faster way. Okay. So question says, a dishonest businessman cheats by 10% while buying from his dealer, and also cheats his customers by 10% while selling by using falsehoods. Find his net profit or loss percent if he sells at the same rate as his cost price. Okay. So last line is important. He is selling at the rate of his cost price. Means he is not changing the rate of his selling. So what's the meaning of this? Cheating by 10% while buying. So let's take a simple example. When he goes to buy 100 grams, okay, he will actually take 10% extra. Means he will purchase or he will take 110 gram for the price of 100 gram. And while selling, he will give you 10% less, which means he will give you only 90 gram instead of 100 gram. That's what he does. So cheating by 10%. While buying, he is taking 10% extra. While selling, he is giving you 10% less. So in this case, what I can say, as he is selling at the same rate as his cost price, that means he is making profit with respect to his goods, right? He is not making with respect to price. He is making profit with respect to goods. So in this case, I can say the percentage profit will be, in terms of goods, I can say it will be goods left upon goods sold into 100. That's the idea. Goods left upon goods sold into 100. Okay. So this I can remember if he sells at the rate of cost price. So in this case, what will be his percentage profit? So उसने परचेस किया 110 ग्राम और उसने सेल किया 90 ग्राम. So how much goods is left? कितना goods रह गया? So goods रह गया 110 minus 90, 20 grams. और goods इसने सेल कितना किया? सेल किया actually 90 grams. Therefore, his actual profit percentage will be 20 by 90 into 100. So that is 2 by 9, which is 22.22%. तो फिर उसका net profit होगा 22.22%. So remember the simple concept, goods left upon goods sold if sales price is at the rate of cost price. Now let's take a slightly different variation of the same type of question. Now here the question says, a paper vendor uses faulty balance during purchase of used paper. Showing 1 kg, he actually purchases 1300 gram. Okay. Also, he buys it at rupees 5 per kg and sells it at 8 per kg. What is his overall profit percentage? Now, in this case, he is not selling at the rate of cost price. So I cannot use that previous concept, that is goods left by goods sold. So in this case, we'll go by as it is. So first, while buying, in case of 1000 gram, he actually takes 1300 gram, which means in this case, he is making 30% profit. Okay. He is making 30% profit from the dealership. Now, while selling, right, he's selling, his cost price is 5 per kg and his sales price is rupees 8 per kg. So how much profit he is making with respect to the rate? That is simply 8 minus 5 by 5 into 100. That means he is raising the price up by 60%. 3 by 5 into 100, 60%. So with respect to weightage, he is making 30% profit. And with respect to price, he is making 60% profit. So what is his net profit? What would be his net profit? So net profit के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? We'll apply the same concept that we have done for successive increase. That is A plus B plus AB by 100%. Same thing. So with respect to gram or weightage, 30% profit. With respect to unit price, he is making 60% profit. So his net profit would be this, which is 90 plus 18, which is 108% profit. So overall, in this case, he is making 108% profit. So this question also can be done by successive percentage method. So you can see that, as I said in the earlier, that percentage or the profit and loss is simply the real life application of percentage theory. So a lot of questions can be done by applying the concept of percentage. Okay. So with this, I am signing off today. In the next video, I will come up with some other topic along with some interesting examples like this. Till then, take care. Bye.